What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today is day 18 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses, and I'm excited to bring you guys back another lesson to further you along in your real estate journey. Now listen, if this happens to be the first time on this channel, first time on any of my videos, I highly encourage you to start in day 1 of our 30 days of wholesaling houses. I decided for the month of May to do step-by-step training on how to flip houses, so you can go to the playlist in the channel and check that out and start in day 1. Now for those that have no idea who I am, my name is Alex Saenz. I'm a 23-year-old real estate entrepreneur. I started real estate investing at the age of 18. Over the last few years, I have flipped and wholesaled a few hundred homes here in the Phoenix market, and I want to show you exactly how you can do the same in your city. So without further ado, let's dive into day 18 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, day 18 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. Guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to find the value of a home. So let's dive right into it. Guys, first thing that I want to mention is that numbers are everything in this business. And the number that I'm talking about specifically in this video is the after repair value, aka the value of a home when repaired. When you're talking to sellers, you're looking at deals, the most important number that you can come up with and that you have to know is the after repair value. You want to ask yourself, what is the property worth when fixed up? By having an idea of what the property is worth fixed up, this enables you to come up with a highly competitive offer, in our case a full cash offer to a seller, so you can get a wholesale deal. But by knowing the end number, what the property is worth after it's repaired, this allows you to give a very competitive offer so you can try to get that deal under contract. There's a few real estate terms that I want to show you guys what they mean. Number one term that I want to explain to you guys is MAO. MAO means maximum allowable offer. Now this term is used when you're running numbers on property. So I tell my sales guys, hey, what's the MAO on this property? What is the maximum allowable offer that we can offer to a seller? For example, if a house is worth 200,000 and it needs maybe 30-40K in work, our MAO may be somewhere around 110 to 120 or 100 to 120. So your MAO is going to give you the maximum number that you can offer to a seller. Now, when you come up with your MAO, which I'm going to show you step by step how to do it, that is the number that is the most that you can pay for the property. So then just because you have your MAO doesn't mean that you offered the seller that. You want to start lower than your MAO so you can work up to that in negotiation. But MAO means maximum allowable offer. After repair value, aka ARV, is a term in real estate that is thrown around to determine what the property is worth after repairing. Okay, the value after repair value. So I hope that makes sense. Rehab in real estate is the amount of work that the property needs. How much repairs, how much cost is it going to need? When an investor asks you, hey, what's the rehab cost? Rehab is amount of work needed for that particular property. So guys, I want to give you guys 3 free resources that you can use to determine a property's value. Resource number 1 is Zillow.com. This is a great site that you can search up any address that you're working on. We're going to click on Sheridan. This is a property that I used to live in. But here we have all the details on the property: 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,554 square feet, the address. And then if you exit this out, you can see all the, and if you exit this out, now you can see all the other properties in the area. You can see other properties listed for sale. You can see other properties sold by just clicking here on the filter. Now we have properties sold. You can switch the amount. So when it comes to finding out the property's worth, you never want to go more than past a year. So here I would put, here there's a filter where you can go down. So sold and last. Right now it's any. We're going to limit this to a year. So now we're going to click done. Now we have properties that have sold within the last 12 months. So this is going to help you come up with a property value based on recently sold properties. That is a huge factor when it comes to finding out the property's worth. You don't want to compare the property's worth to something that sold 4 years ago or 10 years ago. You want to keep it within 6 to 12 months max. If you can do 3 months or less, like in some highly competitive markets like Phoenix, there's a lot of properties being sold. So you can really compress the time span that a property has sold. So you do 3 months or less. Because your recently sold comparables just sold a few months ago versus a few years ago. So Zillow.com is a great resource that you can check out. Another one is iComps.com. iComps.com gives you a few resources. So if you just we're going to search up the same property, and here it is. So this pulls from a few different sources, and you could just look at the properties that have sold around it. So you can just click on this. This one sold for 180, 1251 square feet, a little smaller. 1700 sold for 255. So now I know if my property here is a 2-bedroom 2-bath, which actually this is a property that I used to live in. This is actually 3-bedroom 2-bath, 1554 square feet. Now we know, okay, 1554 square feet, we're gonna click on here. So this one's 1800. So now we know that the property, so this one right here is 1700. So a 1700 square foot property sold for 255. Ours is 1400. Now I know that the max ARV, the max after repair value of the Sheridan home, doesn't exceed 255, so it has to be 255 or lower. And then we keep looking, 2,000 square feet. So if we go down here, we have a comp here, 8432 West Granada, 1323 square feet, just sold for 225. Ours is a little bit bigger, so that means that our property is worth 225 to, I would say in my case, I know this area pretty well, I would say 225 to 240. That is me knowing the area. But here, based on square footage, we know our property is worth 225 or more because of the square footage being slightly just over the 1,300 square feet. So the last resource I want to give you guys is totalview.com. You can put any address across the U.S. and comps will come up. So we're going to put the same address, 8526 West Sheridan, Phoenix, get info. Guys, so here we are on totalview.com. It just spit out the information. Look, the estimate on totalview.com is 231. What did we just say? 225 to 240. You can look at other recently sold properties. The best tip that I can give you guys to find comps, accurate comps, do it based off square footage. That's going to give you the best ARV, in my opinion, across any state. We've done deals all over the place, and square footage typically happens to be the best way to compare properties based on rooms or bathrooms, because the square footage is the most accurate as far as size goes. So totalview.com, 231 is actually pretty freaking accurate for this property. Again, I used to live in this property as a kid. So guys, for free resources, again, Zillow.com, iComps, TotalView Real Estate. Now listen to this, the best paid comping resource to find comparables in your area is actually the MLS. However, the MLS is only for those that are licensed. So if you happen to know a realtor, you can, talk to them about getting their information and going on their MLS. However, if you're not a realtor, then you're not going to have access to the MLS. We have realtors on our team. We have access to the MLS to comp properties. But I just want to make this clear, the MLS is the best comping software that you can use because it's accurate sales and accurate details and properties. So it's just the best. But I want to remind you that I did a ton of deals with no MLS. I don't think we had MLS for like our 50th or 60th deal. So don't be discouraged. You can use Zillow. Redfin's another good one. Trulia, Remax, iComps, and TotalView are great resources that I recommend. Guys, so there you have it. Again, iComps, Zillow, TotalView Real Estate are great resources that you can use for comping properties. A few important factors is make sure that you are not crossing major intersections or going into new subdivisions when you're comping properties. Make sure that you're around 10 to 15% around the lot size, and also make sure that the properties that you're looking at, as far as a comparable goes, make sure they're around 10 to 15 years max on year built. That is a huge factor when it comes. You can't compare a property that was built in 2010 to a property that was built in the 60s or 70s. So make sure that you're looking at that when it comes to your numbers. But look, this is going to give you a very accurate idea of what a property is worth. I truly believe that there is no perfect ARV. And I say that because you might buy the property and do something totally different than I would. And somebody else might add another room or another bedroom to increase the property's value. But again, this is all just to estimate the most accurate property value so you can go back to your sellers and make a very good offer when it comes to the property. For example, if a property is worth $230 and you comp it at 200, I can pay a little bit more as far as a wholesale price because my value is higher than yours. So when it comes to knowing the property's value, it is really important when it comes to negotiation because it can provide you the information necessary to make a highly competitive offer or just slightly more than your competition so you can win that deal. Again, if you think a property is worth 200 and I think a property is worth 250, I'm gonna pay an extra 20, 30,000 than you, and you're gonna be wondering, well, why did that guy pay that price and it was all because I knew the property value. So I hope this video was very informative. Again, the next few videos we're diving into how much a property needs of work, and then finding out the MAO, the maximum allowable offer that you can pay for the property. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Day 18, it has been crazy. I hope you guys can appreciate the daily consistency. It is definitely not easy dealing with the office fire, insurance, etc. So many other things in my personal life and in business, but I really hope that you guys appreciate the daily videos. Thank you guys for the love and continuous support. Day 18 is in the books. If you have any comments or questions, comment down below. I'm getting back to as many as possible. I know there's gonna be a lot of comments when it comes to comping properties, and I wanna make sure that I provide you guys all the information that I can personally to you guys. And again, we do have over 50 plus podcast episodes that you can look into for absolutely free. You can find the link in the description. And also we do have a wholesaling course that we do offer A through Z training. If you want to get instant access to step-by-step real estate training for a very cheap price, you can check out the link in the description or go directly to learntowholesale.com. Guys, I just want to thank you guys again. Make sure you like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow in day 19. Let's go.